Hello everyone, today we'll be taking a look at the limited run Shantae and the Seven Sirens Collector's Edition for the Nintendo Switch. This physical release was available for pre-order way back in May, and now half a year later it is finally out. This is my first time getting anything from limited run since it was the only way to get a physical version of the latest Shantae game. Sadly, it did not get a general release like the previous Half Genie Hero game. I waited 6 months for this game simply because I do not believe in buying digital games. I like having physical items to have in my collection. I was really looking forward to this, and the wait felt like an eternity, but thankfully the wait was worth it and it is finally here. Before we get into the contents of this collector's edition, let's take a look at the packaging. The box features some nice art of Shantae in a tropical outfit on the front and the title of the game, as well as the limited run logo. On the sides, we get more art of Shantae characters, and on the back we get some information about the game and in-game screenshots, as well as the usual game info you find in game cases at the bottom. The box also has a number under the limited run logo, and I think it's supposed to be the 72nd Switch game released by limited run so far. Moving on to the collector's edition itself, it comes with the game itself, a Steelbook case, a deck of cards, a game soundtrack CD, a Gameboy Cartridge replica with stand, and a double-sided poster. Inside the shipper box, there was also a foil card of Shantae, which was a nice little extra. The game itself comes in a regular Switch case that has the same artwork and information found in the big box everything comes in, and it has some art on the inside like most Switch games do, which is something I personally love and wish other consoles like the PS4 did as well. We also get a nice little full-color booklet filled with art and information about the characters in the game. I used to love these types of booklets in games when I was a kid, so I think it's really cool. Most games nowadays don't really come with anything inside beside the game anymore. The Steelbook case has some very nice artwork of Shantae on the front, and on the back we get some artwork of all the other characters in the game, and it looks absolutely fantastic. The blue background is actually the same art of something underwater we get inside the regular game case, but here it's a cool metallic color. On the inside of the Steelbook, we get the Shantae logo and more art of Shantae with her hair actually forming the number 5. That's a nice little detail that I almost missed. Next up is the deck of cards. When I first saw the promotional images of the collector's edition, I thought there would be like 10 collectible cards, but in reality you actually get a full deck of 50 cards. These are all the cards you can collect in the game itself, and it's really cool having them all as physical items. They all have really good artwork and have some nice texture to them. They don't feel like cheap cardboard. I've always liked the character designs in Shantae games, and these are a really nice way to look at the character art since they didn't make an art book for this edition. The game's soundtrack CD comes in an actual solid CD case instead of the usual cardboard sleeves other special editions with soundtracks come with, such as the Persona 5 Royal one. On the front, we get artwork of Shantae and other characters as well as the game title, and on the back we get the full track list and some nice artwork of Risky Boots. On the inside, we get the same underwater art on the other side of the cover, and on the CD itself we get some colorful artwork of Shantae. Behind the CD, we get some more artwork of Shantae, Sky, and my personal favorite, Roddy Tops. On this collector's edition, we also get a replica Gameboy Cartridge with the cover of Shantae and the Seven Sirens and a display stand with the game logo on it. This, I think, is an homage to the series' origins way back in the Game Boy Color era. It is made of a clear gray plastic, and on the inside, you can see the cartridge components like you would on some games of that era. The stand is a nice glossy purple and holds the game very well, although the tabs that hold the cartridge are a bit finicky to set up. But once it's all ready, you get a really nice collectible to display in your collection, and it really does look like it could be a playable game. This set also comes with a big 18x24 double-sided poster featuring Shantae and the other half genies on one side going for a swim, and on the other side we get Shantae and her friends in tropical outfits. It's a very nice poster, but I wish they had given us 2 one-sided posters instead, so we had the option to display both at the same time. I could not fit the poster on my setup due to its size, so I used images instead. It's much bigger than I originally expected. And lastly, the box this collector's edition came shipped in had some extras I mentioned earlier in the form of a foil card of Shantae in her PJs, as well as a limited run games magazine, which I thought was a nice little bonus. Overall, I think this is a great set to get if you're a fan of the Shantae series and if you prefer physical items instead of getting games digitally. The whole set originally retailed for $70 and it's definitely worth it in my opinion. It's basically just $10 more than your average brand new game and you get a bunch of cool stuff. All the items were well made and nothing feels really cheap. Even if you can't get this set or the regular physical release, I'd still recommend the game itself. I got into this series after playing Half Genie Hero and it's become one of my favorites. It reminds me of back when I used to play the Kirby games on my Game Boy Advance as a kid. And just for fun, here is everything together, including the Shantae Funko Pop, just because there really isn't a lot of merchandise for this series. And that's pretty much it for the review. Let me know what you think in the comments below, and as always, thanks for watching!